Hello and hello and welcome back to Fortnite with Sephiroth DX. It's been a few days. If you're wondering where Cyberpunk is and you haven't seen my messages, so a handful of days ago I played Cyberpunk and then I played one of my off-stream Cyberpunk games, but it was while my son was around and we were talking and chatting. I went to go save the off-stream game and I saved over my streaming file. Hooray! I'm smart. So I've been working the past few days to get all the missions done on the Corpo up to where we're saved and doing everything exactly as I did them before so we don't mess anything up with our whatever we're doing. We may have some side missions that we redo on stream once I'm back to streaming that, but like some of the Cyber Psychos may be redone on stream that we've done before, but just small things like that. All the main and side missions should be up to date, and that is fine. But until that's done, we won't be streaming Cyberpunk until we're back up to where we were. And instead we'll be streaming this and possibly something else when we stream once in a while. We also today are going to run a special stream, and I'll explain it in a minute. But first, I'd like to take a moment to note the struggle here in Texas. If you haven't heard, I've been talking about for a while, Texas, Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton has ordered the Texas Department of Family Protective Services, or DFPS, to harass families who have transgender children and accept them. So, a while ago they made it to where if you were a transgender kid, schools had to out you to your parents, so that put the kids in danger if they had hetero supremacist parents who were like transphesics, and they became a danger to their children. But then they realized they had a problem. There are plenty of progressive parents here who accept their transgender children, love them, and help them with their transitioning. Well, the hate-filled bunch that the conservatives are decided that wasn't a great thing, so they created a few new laws. They created the Anti-Lgbtq Book Ban, where it has removed books that were pro-LGBTQ, whether they be entertainment or study-wise, from all schools, all grade schools, no matter the age. Furthermore, almost a month ago now, Greg Abbott passed a order. This is like an executive order. It didn't go through any legal channels. He made this order, so it became directly for him. It's like a presidential executive order, only it only works for states. And he has made it to where transgender children have to be harassed by the Department of Family Protective Services as child abuse. He is counting willing transgender children and their willing parents, giving them psychological help and treatment, as child abuse. To note, forcing them to have babies at that age, aka their anti-abortion stance, isn't child abuse, and circumcision isn't child abuse, but willing transgender children, and we're talking like teenagers who he's attacking right now, older teenagers, is child abuse. In fact, the very first family he's attacked, who is now suing him, along with the ALCU suing the entirety of Texas, were 16. In Texas, legal consent is 17 1 year later. And again, in Texas, you're forced to have a baby even if you're a kid. And it came from some abuse. What the hell? Did this thing just trap me? Oh my god, we're trapped. That's the hypocrisy and evil of the conservatives here in Texas. That said, we do have some good news. When it came down to primary voting, 90% showed up to vote for Beto in the Democratic. Only about 60% of conservatives showed up to vote for his hetero supremacist, white supremacist ass over in Greg Abbott's world. Meaning, he is hated in multiple places. I'll hear a chest. I hear a chest. So the best thing we can do is to oust all the conservatives. Oust Ted Cruz, oust Greg Abbott, oust Kid Paxton, oust every single filthy, hate-filled conservative that exists and runs Texas. If we can do that, Texas can become a more progressive, kind, peaceful place. Also, we need to shut down the Department of Family Protective Services. They're being used as a political tool, and this is not the first time. They are more concerned with harassing people their government doesn't like than they've ever been concerned with actually protecting kids. The Department of Family Protective Services has no problem with harassing non-white poor people that have had no issues with raising the children, but also ignoring rich white parents who abuse the hell out of their children. This is not the first time the DFPS has been used as a political tool. That's all they exist to do. Sure, maybe they help a few kids in real life, but what we need to do is we need to remove them and replace them with a similar functioning department or federal regulatory that works to help children, but isn't some political ass tool for a bunch of conservatives to abuse people who they don't like. The fact that they can go after these trans kids and abuse their family just because Greg Abbott's an ignorant piece of shit isn't right. The DFPS needs to be dismantled and replaced. Greg Abbott needs to be charged with a hate crime, and Ken Paxton already belongs in jail and is hiding as an attorney general because he doesn't want to go to jail. I'm sorry if I sound heated, but God damn, these people are assholes. And that is my rant for the morning. Now we will focus on our special. First thing, this is cool. I don't know why we're in Pirate Town, but it's like a pirate villa. We got a tavern over here that almost looks like a barrel or a section of the ship. We got some more wooden buildings that look like they're made out of ship parts. Kind of reminds me of a better looking version of that pirate town we had in Chapter 1. And then we have a Blackheart ship over here. Maybe y'all remember Blackheart ship from Chapter 1. Very cool. I like pirates. So today we are running... I don't remember what I just called it. What did I just call it? What did I call it? Hot or Not. So this is Fortnite Hot or Not. It's going to work similar to Fortnite Locker Series, but not quite the same. We're not going to focus on items or guns or things. We're just going to focus on the characters' outfits. Also, we're not going to run it consecutively. We're going to do one episode, then maybe we'll do another episode later, and it's going to be spread out, and it will probably never end. It's not going to be something we run together and rush. So we're going to do an episode today, and then we'll do another episode a while later when we feel like it. But we will go in order of the release of the characters, except for this one, because she came out today, and she's a lot cuter than I thought she was going to be. Let's go back to the main menu so we can see what we're doing from the main menu. Exit here. Okay, so this is our new my brain don't work. What is it called? Fortnite crew. There we go. This is our new Fortnite crew lady, and we're going to start off with her just for a special. The idea here is to check out the outfit, check out the character, how unique it is, how cool it looks, how pretty or sexy it is, whatever. And we're going to rate it 1 to 5. Now, you can come in here either live or over on YouTube underneath, rate it yourself. And then maybe I'll gather up and see what everybody's rating is. That'll be easier to do on YouTube, or maybe I'll have like a live rating versus YouTube rating. Who knows? We'll figure that out. This is Tracy Trouble that we're starting off today. And we're going to look at the character First thing we're going to do is, well, okay, we'll go ahead and run her. Normally we're going to run this over on randoms, and then we're just going to look at the character, and then everything else they have is going to be random. This is Tracy Trouble, and we're not looking at storylines. She's our new Fortnite crew, and I absolutely love her. She's freaking cute. She has purple hair, which kind of reminds me of I Has Cupquake, that is super 70s poofy in the back. Like the poofiest ponytail ever. I wish I had that much hair. I'm losing all my hair. I used to have the longest hair. Rushed down to my ass, hair everywhere, but unfortunately my family has some balding in it, and my front is thinning a ton. Kind of have Vegeta going on right now. Longer hair though, not all pooped up. Anyway, she's got some Sephiroth looking hangs at the front, which I love, and they're all her major ends at the end of the ponytail. The ends of those hangs are kind of dyed pink in streaks, which is unique. It would take a lot of effort to dye it like that. Her face is unique. I gotta say, I don't remember a face that looks too similar to this, and it's cute. And she's got a nice little heart tattoo. Her shirt is kind of a mixture between sporty and ninja, supported by the shoulder armor. And then she's got this wristlet, which it moves, but it's also weird because it looks like it floats. And she's got some cool designs on her arm, at least one of her arms, and a bandage over here. And then she's wearing two different gloves. Her right glove is this cool looking... Oh, her right glove is weird. Is that a glove or is that paint? I think that's a glove because of the way it shines. But it's like a black glove attached to her sleeve. And it's got some knuckle padding on it for fighting. But it also has nails, I guess just for look. Which makes it look almost like paint. It's very unique. Then her left hand has just this fingerless purple glove on it with a loose wrist on it. It looks pretty cool, kind of normal. She gets these short shorts on, and they have the cool looking mixed up gold lace in between them, and a purple band around it, which is a little weird, but looks cool. I don't think that purple band would have much use other than looks. And then her legs really mixed up. On her right leg, on her left leg, she's just got a bunched up black sock, kind of I have in my drawers. On her right leg, she's got this big old stocking with the lightning on it, pretty cool. And then she's got some really neat pink and purple shoes, which would look pretty cool if those were real. Someone find those good shoes for me. The finger itches. So, all in all, between the uniqueness, the overall just cuteness of it all, the good color mixes of pinks and purples, and the hand, I really like the hand. I don't know why I like the hand. I just really like the way the hand looks right there. I'm going to give this one a high rating. From 1 to 5, I'm giving this one a high one. It's going to be like 4.54 would be my rating for this one. So our first one gets a high rating for the day, setting a high bar that we're probably going to surpass a whole bunch. Now everybody's going to be rated 5, and I'm going to be like, what the fuck am I doing? What is your thought on this character? She's brand new. 1 to 5. Do you like her? Does she look good to you? Does she deserve the 4.5 rating, or is it just like another crew pack member that kind of disappoints you? She does not disappoint me. She looks cool. Then we will run quests today. What kind of quests do we have? While we're doing this, just to get up there. So, dailies, seasons. I shouldn't have too much to do with my seasons. Yeah. Milestones. Amazing Web Week. Travel 25 meters with Spider-Man's web shooters in different neighborhoods. In different neighborhoods? So I have to travel 25 meters in each neighborhood? Huh. I'll try that. Well, you know what? No, let's do dailies first. That one's going to be the easiest. Drop the daily view, we'll destroy shit. Since she's some kind of heart item, I went ahead and gave her a whole bunch of heart stuff. Stuff like that. She also has a purple form. The purple form looks cool, but I like the pink form better. I know you're like, but the darkness, it looks like darkness. I know it does, and I attached a whole bunch of darkness stuff to it, like the gliders, but the pink one just looks more fashionable. Now, we're not going over all the other stuff, but just while we're here and she's new, her backlink's simple, but it's nice. It's also, if China still had Fortnite, those ones would be censored because the cute skull is offensive. And her axe looks kind of out of place for her. It looks really cool. It looks like something Drift would have. And in its purple form, it looks like, it really does look like a darkness weapon. And then she has a wrap. But the wrap kind of looks like a Cuddle Team Leader wrap. It doesn't look too unique, so that's probably the least cool part of her. So cool. People thank the bus driver. I'll keep y'all updated the next coming days to see how this shit turns out in Texas. If you are in Texas, take care of your transgender family and friends and neighbors. Show them support. I have a new Trans Ally flag, sticker I put on my bumper. I have some trans friends. I'm watching them, making sure they're okay. My son knows a few trans people who are his age. I'm having him watch them to make sure they're okay, especially since they're kids and they may be attacked by that asshole and his Department of Family Protective Services. Did you know that CPS and DFPS are often used by people to get revenge on other people? Like, people often use them just to abuse and harass people. They'll call them on them and be like, these people are mean to the kids, but they're not. But they'll often have to go check on them anyway. And they'll be like, it's not our fault that guy lied, but it's obvious that these idiots are tools. I've been working on the Daily Bugle. Oh, speaking of Daily Bugle, or at least someone that works here, there is the new demo, apparently. They said it was a short, but people are saying now it's a demo, called the Aperture Desk Job for the PC and Steam Deck. And if you know what Aperture is, yes, it's Aperture Labs, as in the labs from Portal. And this apparently happens in the past, so I don't think there's any GLaDOS. I haven't seen it or played it yet. I can't play it blind. But I have heard that Cave Johnson is back, and that's played by the guy who... Frick, why can't I think of his name now? The guy who plays JJ here in the movies. This is his real name. I know his real name. I know the actor's name. Frick. I'm just gonna knock down the building now. $240 brick, and I've taken down almost an entire building. Stupid stairs. What the hell? Okay. I think his most famous line in Portal is, "I'm gonna burn your house down with some lemons." Where are my daily quests? Daily build structure at Logjam Lumberyards. Okay. So we need to go to Logjam and build structures. Luckily I have enough bricks now to build some structures. Well then. Okay. Let's go. LUTSG. Good morning. I hope you're all doing okay. I hope y'all in your train are staying safe. We found a safe place. I hear that I see we've had video of the Russians bombing populated areas now. City centers, apartment buildings. They're not attacking governments or military sites. But just attacking people that we've always known, though. They just want to lay waste to the land. Okay, we'll probably die here. Oh, we're just gonna run, because we need to get to this place not by that person. And they didn't even notice us. Yeah, this is super cute. This is probably one of my top tier crew packs. Out of the crew packs that aren't themed, even some crew packs themed kind of. This is up there. This is up there with almost the celestial beam that we got. Storm dissipated. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it. Well, you know what? I have to go build anyway over there, so we're just gonna go over there and build. And if we get killed by the storm, we get killed by the storm. That way we die and we go on to our next character. I don't know how many characters we'll get to do today. We'll play till about 11:30. 3-ish hours. Then I have to get ready to go to work. We may play some tomorrow. It depends on what I have to do. I kind of want to get on with that item I was writing. I have an entire... I have a plan now to release shorts. They're going to be $1 shorts. Release a short. It'll be for $1. And it's going to be all related to the same... Like... What's going on here? It's going to be all related to the same, like, world. Oh, good. I made it. Okay, bearings. Also, oh, can't really see it. This is the wrap. It looks very similar to some Cuddle Team wraps. Shush. Go away. Oh, tornado's still going. That's about getting eaten by the storm, though. Wait. What's this? Another message? Upstairs, maybe? Something up here. There was some kind of mission. Oh, because this is a mission, right? I'm assuming that's what that is, and not like an actual thing. We'll go down here just to check, just in case. Oh, there's something here.
Greetings, Unauthorized Trespasser. It's come to my attention that you are intercepting sensitive communications meant only for the Seven and our allies. A crime which you will now pay for with your life. I'm kidding. It's actually good for you and the loopers to understand the gravity of the situation. We stand on the brink of annihilation, to put it lightly.
To put it lightly?
Not today, and maybe not tomorrow, but soon we will be at war with the imagined order. The Seven will lead the way, and it is my sincere hope that you will follow us into battle. When that day comes. But today is not that day. Today, we have peace. I suggest you enjoy it while you can. Learn everything you can about the island. Gather your allies, and stand ready.
There's a lot of explosion happening over there. What is that? Is there a 7 building? I saw fire There it is. Excuse me, is that a portable, or is that just where they had one? It's an RV. The twister's in tilted. It's going outside. It's going to drop that RV all hardcore. Oh no, it's not going outside. The storm's moving in. No, the storm's not moving in. It's going out. The storm's not moving. Wish I had a freaking sniper. Should have picked up the sniper. Where are they fighting at? I don't even see them. Okay, we have 5 left, and I have no idea where anybody except for that guy is. It's a very small field now. But it's really hilly area and lots of little places to hide. I'm in a good spot to stay, though. I heard a car. It's quiet. It's so quiet. Still 5 people. Which means we're all probably people and not bots. What is that screaming? Sounds like a bird or whatever that's supposed to be. Sounds like something screaming. Oh my god, I can stay right where I am. Albeit, if they knock over this tree, I might be dead. Damn. Tree's auto aim was off. Okay, return to the lobby, and now we really start. So we're going to do this the easiest way possible, essentially, since we're not going to do these episodes in consecutive order. Like, we may not have another episode like this for months, weeks, months, whatever. It's the repost, guys. We're going to first hit up a load on shuffle, just so everybody else's stuff, and we're going to focus solely on this. This should be in order, and we're going all the way to the bottom. To my very first skin. How is this filtered? That can't be right. Filter by season. Season. Oh, because some of these were bought later on, but they came out in season 1. I was like, I was not playing season 1 or season 2. That may have been one of my first those, because I think that one was still out for a while on the PSN. So we'll just start with this one. Nogops. It's not the commander. I forgot her name. There's an M. Marble? Marin? Something like that. In holiday form. It's pretty cute. She's got a good build, by the way. She's like the commander. She just has this thick build that was kind of basic in Save the World. She's got a winter cap, a Santa cap with a little gold snowflake on it. It's kind of cute. And a winter sweater. The winter sweater is made up with llamas and the storm shield on it. The storm shield's from Save the World. Some white gloves. Her pants are basic OG pants with some red and green on it to make it more wintry on the armored part over there. She just got some whitewashed jeans. Whitewashed jeans are kind of neat. I'm not going to say this is too special. It's kind of special because it's a Christmas outfit. And it's a good looking character for OG character. So I'm going to give this one a 2.5. It's not terrible. And it's fun design. But it isn't too awfully special. So it's just a little below middle range. 3, we're going to do the middle range. 5, 4, good. 3, middle. 2, 5, low. So 2.5 towards the middle range. Not terrible. What are we doing on here? We still got dailies, right? So let's go ahead. Do this one. Oh, that. And we could probably go to Tilted and grab one. Well. I should... When is my rollover on the Fortnite crew? I'm aware of that. Did I already get this? Your next billing day... Oh, I just got this, duh. That's why I have 1,000 in my thing right now. Didn't even notice. What's new on here? Anything new on here? Some olds. Some olds. This is actually still one of my favorites. Bunch of olds. That lady. These guys are here. And then some of the stuff that we got. Yeah, nothing really new. That's the newest thing out there is the ink-filled game pad. How much is the ink-filled game pad? Is that real money or 23,000? Maybe. Might have got a free 1,300. What's on here? The quest imposter updated. Voice chat. That's not like super new. Uncharted before it leaves, right? And mythic battles. Well, mythic weapons. Cool. Oh, cool. Got the new Gambit weapon. I guess we're gonna go for it. Style, we would give this a good old 2. Character model, I'd give a good 3-ish, so I think 2.5 is a good one for it. Character model is like the hotness or design of the character model, and style will be the design of the clothes. I don't know, I'm just kind of making this up as I go in this channel. do you mean plan ahead? What do you mean have this stuff all just set and ready before you go stream? No. Fly by the seats of my pants. That's how I work. Just like SpongeBob when he inflated his pants and flew around town. Oh, I like this glider. I like gliders that like mechanically transform like that. Okay, we need a semi. There has to be a semi in this city. There's always, look, there's a semi right there. Please don't be locked. It is not locked. Now we just gotta get in and drive. No, no, you get away from my truck. You get away from my truck, you fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna let my language a little more loose in here, unless I'm playing with a younger dude, then I'll roll it up. But with everything I've been playing on Cyberpunk, my channel's gonna be mostly adult-oriented stuff, it looks like. And I honestly think we need to grow up past the whole, oh my god, they're cursing and saying rude things on YouTube or Twitch. Because people will watch that, and that has to be commercially accessible. The fact that you say fuck, and then YouTube's like, no, you don't get no money for saying fuck, is kind of ridiculous. Because that's still, it's not, it's the hell? You pissed at somebody, or you just shooting things out of your skull? I see you're just shooting stuff out of his skull. Did you just re-eat the shit you shot out? You're gonna be shitting out the same thing over and over again, sir. What is this? I already have one. Can you shit out something else? I thought I heard something else with him. Dailies are done. Season. I need to duel these people. Okay, let's get this way, and if we make it all the way down there, we should have enough weapons to duel them with. And if not, we'll try again. Does it say duel and win, or does it say duel? Defeat. I have to defeat. Okay. I have to defeat. Ooh, look, we have a lightning storm on our way. I think it's a lightning storm. It's too small to be a tornado, or it's really far away. I'm pretty sure it's just lightning. Actually, haven't seen a lightning storm. Tornadoes appear to be more likely than lightning. Lightning storms are more rare. Oh, look, it's an actual finger. One of our missions is hurt people with fingers, so let's see if we can get anything done with this. Our main weapon is a flinger. And this is player or people? Player, has to be player. Nope, that's a tornado. I swear I don't see lightning storms anymore, I just see tornadoes. Tornadoes are supposed to be more rare when they came out of that thing, but I see them almost every round. And I rarely see lightning. Man, I'm a sleepyhead today. I had trouble sleeping 2 nights ago, and I'm still not recovered because I have to get up and take my son to school. And my body's like, couldn't you skip today? And it's like, no, I promised them a stream. I promised them a YouTube upload. They won't be getting Cyberpunk for a few days. That said, we may not stream tomorrow. I kind of really want to work on my writing, and I need to sleep in a little. So streaming in the morning is probably not going to happen. Plus, I need to get Cyberpunk back up. So I think I'm going to wake up in the morning, take my son to school, work on the short I want to release, and finding someone to make me some art. Wait till Thursday to get money so I can pay for said art. And then, okay, that sounds like a freaking bot. So let's go to the bot, see if I can hit him with this. Excuse me, guys. Oh my god, I killed myself. I thought I was way out of range of that explosion. Ugh. As you can see, I haven't played with clingers in a while. That doesn't count, does it? I technically hurt a player with clingers. I wouldn't go on technicality and said that should have counted. How much do clingers hurt? I had full life. Oh well, moves us on the new stream. Hot's not streamed to. We have a Cold Name Elf. Now I'm gonna go off of it and say I love Jonesy and his character profile, but he's also very toyish looking and kind of plain in this, especially in this form. He's cool, everything. I like Jonesy's story. I love his character. I love the guy who plays his voice. But character design wise, he's kind of plain, normal, toyish. I'm giving his character design a 2. And that's being generous. I don't know if it deserves a 2. It may deserve a 1.5. But it's not the worst. Yeah, we're going to give it 1.5. And then design on this outfit is okay, I guess. It's kind of plain again. Let's go to the original. Now, it does have an original design. It's white and green, which matches sort of the OG colors as well as Christmas. It's got a hat, a feather in it, kind of Peter Pan-ish looking. The usual OG scarf that these guys wear. His gloves have been fully replaced with white gloves, and he's got some gold pants. It's basically a reskinned OG skin. So again, it's not that interesting. I would normally give this a 2 just because it's themed. That said, it does have a minty form, which gives it some cool coloring, and then this, which is a reference to Rudolph. So I'm going to give this a 2.5, and you take the 1.5 and the 2.5, you're going to get this as a 2. It's a pretty low bar costume. I'm not that interested in it. I do like the colors, but it really just is a reskinned OG costume with a hat on it. And you know what? We're going to run the Minty form because we almost never run his Minty form. Minty, look at my eyes, they burn. What am we doing? A clinger and or... I think clinger. Here's what we're doing. Where was I heading to when I was doing that thing? I had clingers and I was heading to a city for some reason. Oh, duels. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here and then we can go to him for duels. How about that? So, this, start. One of these days we will have randoms here. I want randoms here. Items here would be nice. The Vinci costumes are a little weird. They always have like a purplish look and the skin's always kind of gray, and then they've got the minty green flames coming out of them. I don't know what the story is other than it's probably another infection and or power copy of our characters. Entrance set we got today. Our name's Blades. Backbling. I don't know what my glider is yet. That's a, this is a season 1 outfit, not the minty version, but the regular version. So I guess I can forgive it being a basic repaint of an OG skin. Maybe I'm just so tired of grumpy. I don't like this skin, I'm grumpy. Oh. Growl of that engine. I do believe this is one of our newer ones. This is the Beetle guy, or was this one from the last season? It's a nice one. Got Japanese, I believe, on the side there. Okay. We'll load up here, and then we'll head... Oh, where's that freaking map? We'll head over here to wherever he is. Hey, you sound like you're in here. That's so. Yeah. Sorry, I sighed deeply because it's another sniper rifle. I love the sniper rifles, but they're not good starter points, so they're not going to help me with what's the name. I do believe this is going to be Shanta we're fighting. Oh my god, I'm pressing freaking buttons from a different game. Who's texting me? Okay. Who's texting me? I've never even heard of that. Apparently there's a new drug mix called Lean, which is like completely awful. Put a whole bunch of shit together that doesn't make you feel good. And soda. I've never heard of that. By the way, these are trash. I don't like this shotgun. Oh no, that's the heavy shotgun. Well, is it the heavy shotgun? It may be the heavy shotgun. One of the shotguns, I'm pretty sure it was the heavy. They made it to where the field is so narrow, it's like, why even is this considered a shotgun? Basically firing a single bullet. I'm missing every time. Even when he's 5 inches in front of me. I'm pretty sure it's a heavy shotgun that ruined like that. Like, I used to like the heavy shotgun, but now you can barely hit anybody with it. And because I've been playing freaking Cyberpunk so long, I want to hack that camera and turn it off. I'm going to play Cyberpunk a little different when I get to Johnny's place, back the vision of Johnny when you're hacking with the voodoos, and I kind of made him mean so he wouldn't have so much boingy boing time on live stream, and she'd get naked. She'd get not naked faster. I'm actually going to play through that being nice to her, or at least being more promiscuous with her. And I guess that works. And see what happens. See if I get some nicer terms. I know I was kind of being a jerk with John anyway, but something tells me if he chose being a jerk to... Between being a jerk to boingy boingy time, he's going to choose boingy boingy time. Silverhand liked the sex. As much as he liked being a jerk. Probably more, in my opinion. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. And shit. I guess I could go to a different one. Oh, none of them are in the circles. And he is way out here. She is way out here. She's at the 7. That's right, there's a 7 thing over here. Oh, well then, that was brilliant. Now I'm dead. Okay, so I had to get over here and I have to take her on, and then I had to kill her pretty darn quickly. And the storm is going to be eating speed. In fact, it's already here. Damn. Okay, so we're going to see if I can kill her before the storm kills her or me. We're going to deal. Oh, Shanta, duh, she's the freaking... She's the, Shiva, the Indian lady. Cool. Cool. Trading is your friend. Ha! Got her. She's now dead. I could use some healies. That will work. I could use a pad. No pads? Okay, no pads. Whatever. Go ahead and heal all the way up to where I can get to before the storm reaches us. And run. I only had to kill one of them, right? Yeah, that's it. So damage people to Klinger is the last one. Or am I? If I can get the... Oh no, that's not where the things are. Those are just places. Okay, so my next thing is just Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man all over the man. No, I hear Lizard, he's gonna get killed by the storm. He's not, he can't be killed by the storm. Is that another tornado? I swear we don't get lightning anymore. I hear you, you're like right by me. You eat in the town? Really? DED. You don't happen to have the web slingers, do you? Oh, they're over there. Look at the web slingers, then use this. Get this fridge out of the desert. We haven't figured out if that's a Indiana Jones reference. Ouchies, it hurts. It burns. Okay, because I'm gonna have to clear up the spot anyway. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I'm gonna probably keep my wraps and get rid of my bottle for now, I guess, or get rid of this. Okay, so I can't go. I can go to Crony. I can go to Crony Crossroads. Hello. No, Coney. Guess we'll go to the Boogle. The Boogle's pretty much the last place I can go right now. Is this thing in the Bugle? Oh, it's in Coney. A sanctuary not counted as a town. Could have probably gotten up that and flown. Ah, a tree. My tree. A face in my tree. Okay, a tree in my face. Oh, hit it. Cool. Got what you deserved. Trying to shoot at me and win, how dare you? You'll never know I'm here. Now we're just screwing around. Let's see what's in here. Shampoo bottle, towel, soap. A mirror that doesn't work. Toilet all the freak the way over here, but yeah. Doesn't make sense, but this is an empty bathroom. Like, you could put a lot of something right here, cabinets. They missed me, they missed me. Ha! I have no shield. How did I get 999 of everything? I picked up friggin' There's legit two people left on the map, me and someone else. Oh. Damn. I thought he was in the grass with me. Shut your face up, donkey girl. Gee, this isn't my sock. Is that your sock? Whose sock is this? Is it your socks? Now let's figure out whose sock that is. Okay. We're on third of this series. Okay, so this is basically an OG reskin again. This is the Commander this time. The Commander is very cartoonish looking, but I do like her facial design. Her hair design is always really cool, and the fact that she's got kind of this semi-built look, as of someone who doesn't work out, but works a lot with her arms and hands and shoulders. Kind of a semi-fit. I'd give her probably a 3 on body build. However, this is a PSN thing, and while that is cool, it also is just a basic reskin of an OG thing again, and it isn't that great. It's just a bunch of blue and whites. All the outfit itself gets a 1. So while she gets a 3, it gets a 1. The layerings is out to 2. She's got a sweater on with some sweater designs. It's basically what her original costume is. A blue streak for the PlayStation thing. She's got her dog tags, her kind of squarish, her beanie, which I believe she has in some of the OG looks. And then she's got some black camo pants on, which is just, I think, a reskin of her green camo pants. And a white armor gear on to match her shirt. Most of the OGs have this tattoo on their shoulders and the right bandana, which, if they're like Jonesy, used to be their ties. And it's pretty cool. If you didn't know, Jonesy's bandana used to be his tie. It just got turned into a bandana as he was over here. It's all in all an okay one. I do like the shiny boots. Yeah, 2 is pretty much what it deserves. Nothing too special, but nothing terrible. Go ahead and equip her up. Come on, Commander. Let's go. Oh, I don't know what we're doing. Oh, we're still doing that. So we need to go get spider webbies, and we already did it in, yeah, it erased it on the Bony Bugle, the Daily Bugle. The Boned Bugle. And bone because it's in the middle of a volcano. Volcano with some lava. You got a cute tail there, Chi. She's like, stop petting my tail, you're pissing me off. You're making me an angry ginger. Cute. Not everybody knows this, but this has a special emote in it. If I can find it before we go off. If you get the emote that goes with this now, originally it didn't do this, but now if you have this equipped, while you do this emote, it does it with this item. This is a Star Wars emote that uses this item and spins it around. Traitor. It may be called Traitor, I don't remember. We have too much, and I'm probably going to just miss it. Whatever. Okay. Go to Greeby Grove. First we gotta find a... Spoderman thingy. And I honestly don't remember where the Spoderman thingies are. So we're just... oh, there it is. Spoderman. Snowboarding. This is a really cool glider, by the way. Ooh, I almost did a no there. Oh. We're at Condo Canyon now, so we can go to Condo Canyon real quick. Load. Come on. How long? I'm assuming it's not consecutive. 25 meters. What do you want from me? Why is this not working? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Diddle-diddle-diddle-loot. Diddle-diddle-diddle-loot. Leedle-leedle-leedle-leedle-leedle. I honestly don't understand why it's not working. That definitely should have worked. Well, now I gotta go. I guess it tilted. Cardinal Canyon did not work for some reason. I don't know if I was doing something wrong. Oh, I'm surprised I did not die. I swear I hit the ground there. Haven't gasped like that since Chris Walker chased me out of a room. Yeah, even with Spoderman powers, the storm is catching up. Spoderman. Oh, oh. You, I got a Spoderman. You can't ruin my Spoderman. Spoderman, Spoderman, doing everything a Spoderman can. Eat my ass, you can't kill me. 'Cause I'm faster than a tree. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, I'm out of Spoderman. Shoot. Well, that was obviously, this is broken. I have all of one weapon. Ugh, those are annoying. This is a milestone. Vending machine purchases. hunting spideys. Please mark the bouncers for me. I'll try and get a good vantage point, which is not a bad idea. Unless you're being watched. I don't know where she went though. I thought she was going to get a vantage point and try to look down on the city. Whatever. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Yeah, let's go be aggressive. Oh, look, a tornado. It's coming town. Tornado is coming to town. Oh, no, tornado died. Oh. I still haven't checked anything today. As far as my masks, let me check the masks and feathers. Oh, I only have 2 feathers, or 2 feathers for this game? I have to have more than 2 feathers. That's what I'm looking for. Hello, bot. Ooh, nice shotgun, bot. Come here, gumball. Right there. Don't stop moving, man. So not chill. Ugh. I like the Spider-Man things, but I won't miss them when they're gone. I slightly miss them, but not to the point where they're more annoying used against you than they are good for you, I would say, in my opinion. Burn out some trees, maybe. So stop bringing Spider-Man-ing everywhere. Oh, and the fire caught us. 5th place? Damn, there's still 4 other people there. Still like that propane tank kill, though. Wasn't sure those propane tanks can hurt us. I swear I've blown up those tanks before, and nothing happens. Wait. Okay, I do believe our battle pass only has a few more days on it, right? Does it say? The March 19th. Okay, so about a week. They're about 2 weeks. So a few weeks. A few weeks if you want to get up. What do I have? 65 stars, holy cow. So we'll go for Cyberpunk Lady. 2. Claim. 3, 4. And 5, 6. So I need 40 more. And I can grab this lady, which was my... This red was my goal. I mean, I'm not going to be too upset if I don't get it, but this is what I want. And I'm really not too down with any of the golds, so I don't really care if I don't get the gold. I have 45 of these, so I can go ahead and grab the cat. Oh, wrong one. And the deer. Yeah. A few more weeks to collect the rest of those and finish those out. I kind of like that. Next up on our list, we have Warpaint. Now, Warpaint is just another kind of really plain character. I've already told you about John. I'm not a huge fan of his. Just character design, and this is another Johnny. Jonesy, not Johnny. Another Jonesy. Albeit, it's one of his few ones where he's not blonde. He's dressed in Warpaint. So the outfit itself, I'm going to give a 1. It is a basic redress of almost the most basic look of a original skin, and there's not too much inventive on the skin itself to begin with, so I'm going to give the skin a 1. The skin plus just overall looks, the only thing that really says anything cool here is the bandana maybe, but I would probably rate this entire thing a 1. Even with the skull paint and some weird blue camouflage painting on the arms, I can give this one a 1. It's basically one of my lowest favorite skins out there. Maybe you'll think it's a lot cooler. Maybe the shininess of the face paint really, I don't know, does something for you. But all in all, this is just a regular old OG skin. Nothing special on it. We're going to continue to do milestones. We're going to continue on this. How many of these do we have left? 6 of 20. We're going to just keep buying shit from vending machines right now. That's our main goal. Vending machines and a win. I haven't seen much about next season. There's some idea that war will be coming. Will be next season's theme, since they're talking about war and this thing we just heard. I guess IO versus 7 something is gonna be like the entire chapter, and this chapter is just a build up to it. And next chapter will next season will likely be the beginning of the battle. And probably culminating in several different events and a final climax towards the end of the chapter. But we're going to have a big old battle here. But if IO is always been with us and is the secret of the bad guy, and we have a war and one side wins, if the good guys win, then what's left on the island? We've killed aliens that tried to kill us, and we're going to get rid of IO. I know the aliens are still technically out there, so I guess they could come back. There's loot in the mountains, they say, so we're going to head this way towards the mountains. You're losing money, Jonesy. is this name Shell or High Water? I know it's a play off the word, the phrase Hell or High Water, but why Shell? Hello, bear. Excuse me, I'm gonna slow your weapons. Even the gnomes supposed to be getting together anyway. Is it below? What is... Ooh, excuse me. Yawn. Call me Yanni, only I can't play the piano. Well, I mean, I can play the piano, but I can't play the piano well like he can. I had some piano lessons. I know how to read notes and where all my fingers go. And that's about where my piano knowledge goes. Sit me down with a complicated thing, I'm going to look at it and be like, my fingers don't do that. Excuse me, lady, cover up. This isn't Cyberpunk. Interesting place to put your treasure chest, but okay. Now I need to go find some vending machines. Goodness, I'm tired of the frick. Maybe I should have taken the day off and pushed this to tomorrow. I really want to write tomorrow. I want to work on that. Dozens protest gather to protest Abbott's arrival in Corpus Christi. Yes, you go Corpus. Kick that pile of garbage out. I'm surprised we didn't have a huge protest here in San Antonio, but technically I didn't even know he was here until he posted about it afterwards. San Antonio is pretty majority blue, and we don't like Abbott. We voted against him every time it comes up. I'll see that. Oh, weird texture issue, lighting. Vending machine. Okay, let's just go buy the shit out of things here. Nada? I thought maybe he'd do something. He does something if you dance. Did y'all see that? What the frick was that about? Oh, here's the jets. We live pretty close to a base. Jets flying around us all the time. They're probably practicing right now in preparation for whatever stupidity Putin will think up. Oh, we did. If y'all haven't heard an update, America is now a no-fly zone for any Russian aircraft. That includes commercial or military. They cannot fly over our area of influence, which is important because some places like Alaska are right next door to Russia. So they've been restricted. Their airspace is super restricted. They can't move very well. Did he not notice me for real, or did he just choose to ignore me? I know it's a half animal till they come after me. And yeah, I want to play with the sniper. I'll keep what I have. Okay. Okay, definitely a bot. Definitely a dead bot. Oh, frick. Moved just in time. I saw him pop a poppy. We're going to move here in a minute. Bum 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 bum. Gonna run over spiders. Kill it. Kill it with truck. Hello. Cat in the water. Bless me. What's that noise? Come on up there. You know you wanna. Whoa. Is that my lag or his lag? Wish I had something fiery. I'm just gonna sit here. See how long I can stay here. No one notices it's me. It'd be awesome if the circle just kept coming down on me. It was like... Just gonna sit here. Shit out of them. Oh, freak, I didn't even notice. I mentioned I like this gun, apparently. Oh, my grass is going to go in the field. Come on, Boba Fett. Stand the frick still. What the hell? Damn. He's a pretty good shot. Ran with the gold. Okay, returning to lobby. Nine. Oh, this is Save the World music. It's weird hearing that on here. Okay, so we're gonna go pretty much the same range as this, but I want to mark it a 1.5. So this is Commander again. I like her style, her look on body, just the build. The entire character looks nice. But this is an OG, just her regular OG outfit, pinked up and repainted, and I'm giving it a 1.5 mostly because I like the color pink, and she has some colored bangs, which gives her a little bit of style right there. But that's pretty much all that's really different with her. Other than that, this is just basically a reskinned OG. So it gets a 1.5. It's not much different than this one as far as reskinning goes. So some of these early ones are getting really low ratings, but it was early on, and they didn't get all inventive later. I'm assuming I'm still doing the same milestone. Yep. Keep purchasing for vending machines and playing. So, last year, this time, 2021, CPAC had created a stage that looked exactly like the SS symbol, or an SS symbol. The Nazi symbol. Not the swastika, it was the diamond with the two kind of feet-looking things at the bottom of it, and their stage was exactly the same symbol. Was it a coincidence, and they're just idiots? Maybe. Was it racism trying to display itself in pride? Most likely. I mean, look how they are today. They are flagrantly hateful. They just focus their hate on transgenders right now, but they're the same people. They're gross. Conservatives are just today's Nazis. Nowadays, there are none of them left that are good because the good Republicans are left, the GOP, and the conservatives have never been good. There's no such thing as a good conservative. They've always been the bad people in America. They've been the Confederates, they've been the racists, they've been the Ku Klux Klan, they've been anti-gay, and now they're anti-trans. And they're still all the former things they were before. They just had to be more quiet about being racist. It's less acceptable for them. And now they have to be more quiet about being anti-gay because that's less acceptable nowadays too. So they're less quiet about that. But it's still acceptable to be anti-trans. They can still get away with that and try to fight like that's some logical thing they have the right to do. That's why they do it. Hateful, insecure bullies. Hello, Lighthouse. I miss when you were in Chapter 2. Oh, I like this sword. And we're a much cooler place to land with so much more inside you. The door. There's nothing in here, is there? Okay, I'm gonna take my pancakes and go. Oh, wait, there was one thing. Alright. Oh, how the hell? Nice to know that has accidental teleport ability. Okay. We need a vending machine to spend all our money in. I want a vending machine. What the fuck is that? Where'd he go? Is it the angry, that big dinosaurs out on here? Also, did they get rid of the velociraptors? Because I swear I had velociraptors on here the other day. Yep, someone pissed him off. Someone's actually fighting him. Huh. Hey, that hit. I swear this is broken. Wait, there's something here. What is this? I don't understand. What is it? Audio log? Nice.
Paradigm, it's me again. This is my final message. Everything, and I mean everything, depends on you now. You've always been so much more than just our pilot. In our darkest days, you brought us hope. You brought us together. And after everything we've been through, I wish we didn't need you to suit up again. But we do, we really do. All reality is yours to save. You know, that's it. Just all reality. You just need to come home.
That was the last audio log. I got all of them. I think I need to go to one of the 7 bases and figure out if I have all of them. I mean, it's the end of the season, so that makes sense if I get all of them now. So, making sense of that, and yes, this is friggin' broken. I think it's obvious that for some reason, after I got the very first one, whoa. The system for counting this is broken. I'll check after this round and see if they have any notices on Fortnite's actual account. Looks like we're fairly close to the twister. It's hurting me. Being smushed against rocks. It does have potential to hurt you. Those bounced off uselessly. There's more than one person here. Shoot. Oh, everybody and their mom is in here. Someone got their cleaning mission done. Okay, we've had two kind of duds, didn't we? Our first one was great because it was the newest character released. The last two are duds. Our next one's much better. So from the season I actually started, by the way, season 4, comes Zoe. And for the longest time, she was one of my mains. Zoe is a candy-themed lady. She comes with green hair, sort of like taffy green hair. She's got pink clothes on with some green lines on it. She's got lots of candy all over her, peppermints all over her tiny, weirdly tiny hat. I guess meant to sit between her pigtails. Not gumdrops, but like those candy drops. It could be gumdrops. All over her shoulder things that are meant to hold her bag thing. Some on her belly pouch area, her actually hand pouch. She got like chocolate swirls for buttons, pink pads on her elbows. She has a skirt that's super short, and then some really tight, shiny leggings on her, which is part of the reason she was super popular at the beginning. This is one of the first outfits to look a little centralized. She also happens to have some strange, just cowboy boots on, which don't quite match her style, but considering her style is all kind of just random candy, whatever, along with some spurs. And I do believe all around the boots, it's really hard to tell, but those are like Oreos. All in all, it's a really fun and awesome design. You got the bare shoulders, you got like a hoodie going on, and these weird shirt/vest thing going on. Her back bling, underneath her back bling is like a cat that you wouldn't even see if wearing black bling. Especially hers, which is a backpack. And then up here, she's got Twizzlers holding up her hair and some star earrings striped a little like peppermints. Her face is pretty unique. There isn't many of any other face like that. Body design, all over body design is unique. It's cool looking, nice hair. I would give the body design a good old 6, and then I'd give the entire outfit design a, you know what? A 9. Oh wait, we're going. I would 10. So body design I give a 4, and outfit design I definitely give a 5. So I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. I don't know. Well, yeah, body design's not exactly a 5. Body design's definitely up there on a 4. So this is gonna get a 4.5, really high rating. I wasn't streaming at the time, but special notice that a long time ago, her skirt had a glitch where it wouldn't move with the rest of her body, so it just stayed still. It was really creepy looking actually when it was stretching around. Kind of gave me the chills. But all over, 4.5 design, definitely up there in the hot design category. One of the first really good ones they had, like, in all the seasons, because I don't really know what they had in season 1 and 2, but this is definitely one of the good ones, the first good ones I owned. From here on, we should have a pretty decent run of high rank stuff. Woo. Ah. Sorry, I'm trying to get to my monitor, but I forgot my phone was plugged in. Let's see where we're going. Yeah, let's go ahead to the lighthouse. I feel like landing at the lighthouse for some reason. Oh, that's coincidence. My fall looks like candy. Oh, it's a glider from this season. This is the kind of cyberpunk ninja dude. It's not really cyberpunk until he puts on the face armor. Not sure if this counts as cyberpunk. He just has armor on. It was a little weird looking. We're gonna run to 11, so this might be our last drop for the day. We only got through like 4 items because we're running them as we go through them. We'll do this series again, and if I die quick enough, we may have one more. But we'll do this series again, just not consecutively. Like I said, I don't know when the next time we'll start up on the series is, but I'll go ahead and make a playlist for it and everything, so I can keep everything in order. I guess if I'm going on stuff, I should re-rank that Christmas one to about a 3. That one's pretty middle, maybe 2.5. It's definitely not as good as this one. This one's not also a good design. It was one of the first one. Well, this one had a bunch of releases where the butt was very prominent, and hers is because of the leggings and the skirt that goes above it. The other one was the, we'll get to him in a minute. Mr. Iron Man. Quite a booty on him. Fortnite realized the one thing everybody else has already known. Sex sells. That's why they tried to release jiggle physics before everybody shat their pants. I don't know that number. PA, Philadelphia. Alright, let's go over here and get to the vending machine. I need to spend money on vending machine. Porta sniper, ew. He's a sniper to hide from the porta potties. Oh, nice storm. Sounds like there's a storm, but I don't see a storm. think there may be another one somewhere over here. Oh, I completely missed that bird. There's one right here. Oh. Oh, well, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? Is there anybody? Oh. I don't know why that's also in my head all of a sudden. I hear a tornado. A tomater. Like right on us? Oh, it's probably over there. It's hard to tell sometimes. There's the fog rolls in what you're looking at, but yeah, that's tornado. Yeah, this is definitely going to be our last stream. Hold on here. God, attacks. Oh, shit. Why can't I pick these guys up? Not even a tree. I was aiming for trees. Wait, what? What just happened? Are you serious? Oh, no, I set the rock on fire. Okay. I know I'm being very quiet. I'm listening. Just back here. If I were her, I would have hit up there. Did they really have no idea where I went? Nada? Okay, I'm just staying here. I noticed that the circle is outside the storm here, so it's going to morph back a little. It's just unusual this early in the storm. But it is about to override that tornado. Cheaty Peter butt. Yep, here comes the storm. It's moving back a little over there. I don't normally see the storm come inside the circle. It's early in the match, which is very unique. That would be a stop sign. If I had the fire, I would burn down that house. 3 of us left and no clue where to go. I know one of us is Spider-Manning around. Oh. Physics-wise, this is very interesting. The last few didn't have much physics. This one, her skirt moves a little. Her hair bobs around like they're on springs, and her earrings swing back and forth, which is nice. The bob seems to be more or less chaos, just moving on, depending on how much you're moving. The earrings swinging back and forth seem to be pretty. Pretty controlled. Well, that's going to be my final for the day. And this is our first episode of Hot or Not Fortnite. Thank you for joining me. Give me your own thoughts on the characters I created. We'll go over a quick list of what we did, reevaluate, and set my own opinions on the 5-star rank we're doing here. So just a quick review here at the end of each stream, and we'll only review these ones we do in those streams, not everything all to date. That'll take forever and I won't remember. So in the last thing we did this one, I reevaluated it. I'm going to name this one 3. It's pretty middle of the road. It is just a revamped OG skin, but the long sweater, the design of the Christmas design, everything on it's pretty nice. That plus I like Maven's character design. She's probably my favorite out of all the OG skins, Maven. So she gets a nice 3. I think we did a 2.5, 2 on, I'm going to say, no, 1.5, 1.5, yeah, about a 2. I'm going to say 2. It's a little more inventive than just a reskinned OG, but it isn't that much different than a reskinned OG. And it gets the 2 mostly because it has a bunch of different designs on it. Blue Team Leader and Warpaint we left around, and Rose Team Leader were all very simple designs. I like the Commander, so she's pretty cool, but these all get about a 1.5 or 1, in my opinion, right now. So not great. So these guys are all cold. This one hits about mild, and our last of the day was Hot, a 4.5 for Zoe, with her unique design, cool shoulderless long sleeve shirt, the candy everywhere, short skirt and tight leggings, and not to mention the weird ass cowboy boots on the bottom. Then her physics, which also is one of the first ones in these to actually play anything in. Her physics are pretty cool with her. You can't see them bounce in this menu, but her hair bounces. Her earring swing, and her skirt has a little bit of a bounce to it. You should be able to see that a little. Yeah, you see how just like a little springy bounce. It's not long enough to do much. So pretty cool. I'm going to give her a 4.5. When we start up again, we'll be on our pilot and move on from there. If y'all like the new idea of the stream, she's also got a tiny nose, which is kind of cute. But if y'all like the new idea of the stream, based off everybody doing the stupid smash or pass thing, I just thought it was a little more funner to give it a rating system. Tell me, and I'll see y'all next time. I'll continue to work for the next few days on Cyberpunk. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow unless I really just feel like I need to. If I do stream, we'll come back to this. Where is my schedule? Oh, go away. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is my day off, but again, I'm going to need to write, clean, and sleep in a little. After I drop my son, I'm going to need a nap. Friday morning, we might stream, and then maybe. Saturday morning, we'll definitely come in and do something. Hopefully within the week, we'll get back up to snuff with Cyberpunk. But, peacing out, guys. See you definitely Saturday, maybe Friday. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Definitely Saturday. Peace it out.